Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum.
alaikum.
Welcome to another Thinking Thursday. All praises due to Allah. We are so honored, blessed to be able to be with you today. And we do appreciate that you're going to take the time to be with us and give us a little bit of space in your divine mind, okay? We got some very special guests for you today. We got some very special guests for you today, so please feel free.
To share
Please
with
feel
your
free
friends
to
and
share with
family,
your friends and your family. You have to forgive me. I'm trying to do a couple of things at one time.
as we usually do.
We are tuning in today for the first time on melanated people as well. So peace and blessings, melanated people. I'm your brother Carthrell Muhammad, and this is your sister Natalie
Assalamu
Muhammad over
alaikum.
here. Assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to be joined by two very special guests, brother Lamont D. Muhammad and Sister Adilah Muhammad, who have relocated to Rwanda. That's right.
Yes.
They have relocated to Rwanda. They've been there a couple of months now. They got an Airbnb on the ground. They have a restaurant moving ahead as well. So we want to ask them those questions. And for those of you all who are interested in relocating to Africa, this is your time to actually be able to ask somebody. This is your time to actually be able to ask somebody about what it's like, to be able to ask what it takes, to be able to ask exactly what it is they did and how they move forward with getting all the way to Rwanda. For those of you who may have questions about the dual citizenship, we should be able to tell you all of these things. So all praise is due to Allah. We are blessed once again to see you. I'm gonna try to turn this around so it can just be on us. Okay. All right. So that we are blessed once again to see you on this Thinking Thursday. All praises due to Allah. You know we are excited. You
Yes.
know we are elated that our brothers and sisters have given us this opportunity, family, to talk with them about what it is actually like to live in Rwanda, Africa, and tell us about their experiences. Okay. So you already know what time it is. For those of you all who have been here with us, you know we're going to give you a few things to support first. And we're gonna get a little bit of theme music
Theme
in if
music.
you've been with us anytime, okay?
Right.
So definitely strengthen your immune with Paximune. That's right, strengthen your immune with Paximune. Family, you already know that we need to strengthen our immune systems in this hour, and Paximune has been proven to work. They're using it in Cuba, they're using it in China, they're using it in many places around the world, and it is helping to combat that COVID-19. Okay, so if you don't have your uh, Paximune, you can go right here to our website and you can pick up your bottle today. I'm gonna put it in the website, and
That's
we
right.
do have it on hand. That's right.
That's right. You ordered today, we ship tomorrow.
That's right. Well, we just want to put that right there in the chat. So if you've been looking for it, you've been wondering where to get it, well, we are one resource by which you can do that. Okay. So, like we said, if you order today, we can ship as early as tomorrow. Okay. All right. So you can go right there to their website and do that. All right. And the product of the week is several. Okay. This is handcrafted flax from my dear brother Peter Muhammad. We have several different types of flax that are available today. We let them go for just $30. They normally go for 35. So letting them go today for $30. Okay.
That's it, red, black,
So
and green.
that's right. You got the red, black, and green. For those of you all who want these cultural images on your wall to remind us of the majesty of who we are and whose we are. Now, that was the Ankh. This is the Sankofa bird, which causes us to go back and remember exactly who and what we are and what we brought to civilization. We got that in several colors. And no, we sold the silver one. So we got it in brown, we got it in black. So if you're interested in getting your Sankofa bird, definitely let us know. Somebody reach out in the chat and let me know then if you can hear me. Let me know if you are able to hear me. Okay. I just wanted to be sure because we had a problem last week. Okay, we had a problem last week. So this is the Eye of Horus. This is the eye that you see on top of the pyramid, on the capstone. It is the Eye of Horus. Okay.
That's in
All right.
black and
We got it in brown. We got it in black. We got it in red, black, and green. And also we have the Njame, which means to fear none but God. To fear none but God. So we got it in that beautiful brown right there. As you saw, we had it in black. And we do also have it in red, black, and green. So those of you who want to get that, once again, we're going to put it in the chat. We do have those available.
And they're on sale. It's $5 off.
That's right. They are $5 off. We're going to put, once again, we're going to put the store in there. We got a couple of more for you. Okay, got a couple more for you.
Now, all of these, like my husband said, are handmade by Brother Peter Muhammad out of Chicago.
That's right.
Beautiful brother, does hard work. Beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, you can't see it? I am so sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is a plaque of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Just do it. We are on a couple of different platforms, so y'all have to work with us today. All right. Okay. This is, we got the Njame over here. They are going 30 today. They normally 35. We got it in red, black, and green as well. Okay. And we have it in black. And we also have the Eye of Horus as well. We got it in black. We have it in red, black, and green. And we have it in brown. We have it in brown as well. We have the Sankofa bird. We have the Sankofa bird in brown. We also have it in black. And we have the Ankh. So we have that in brown. We have it in red, black, and green. And we also have it in black. And we have two more flags for everybody to see. This one is A Nation Can Rise, no higher than its woman, right here. That is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us. Right there. Okay. All right. I'm glad you feeling that. Okay. Yes. And then lastly, we have the plaque of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Yes. Now, this one is actually going to stay 35. Sister Sherry, I really don't know right now if we're going to come to Georgia. We just left Georgia not too many months ago. Right. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to make it there. But please, look, if you'll do me a favor, if you're going to go, what I want to do is I want to have an interview with you while you are on the ground. I want to have an interview with you while you're on the ground so that we can actually have that conversation about Founders Day and what it's all about. Okay, and that'll be awesome. And you can show us them watermelons. Oh, you can show us some watermelons. Praise be to Allah. The Founders Day is on Bahamut Farms every year, July 4th. Also, of course, we want you to support Final Call newspaper. The Final Call newspaper, unbought, uncompromised truth and news we can truly use. Now, this edition that was just released, you definitely want to get it. It is a call to action for us to fight against this vaccination and giving us the legal grounds by which we can stand against it because it is experimental and it is harmful to us. It is harmful to us. It is experimental, okay? And we don't need to be taking that. So this is why, again, let me see that Paximune. I don't think they seen it. This is why we highly recommend the Paximune. Now, Paximune is used in Cuba, it's used in China, and our dear brother Dr. Arlene is making that available, and we have it available for you. You can go to www.etsy.com/shop/Nafeeza, Nafeezah Ali. That's again etsy.com/shop/Nafeeza Ali. This is a great product. We've been using it for several months, and we haven't caught it. We haven't had it anything from it. All praises is due to Allah.
But I also want to say that I take my labs every month, and my immune system is being boosted. Yeah. My immune system is improving every month. I have papers to prove it.
That's right. See, now that's what
I
we
have
do.
Papers to
that's
prove
what
it.
we do right there. All praise is due to Allah. That's what we do. Yeah. Okay. So my wife's gonna talk to you all for a few minutes because I need to kind of reach out and see what's
Okay. Yeah. So, but we gotta hear some theme music.
Oh, okay. I will play something else.
Every hero has one, right?
I had something lined up for them.
And we're striving to be the hero of the people. Fam, our mission is to spread the word of God and to always bring you information that's going to help you get closer to building the kingdom of God, right? And so having a peace of mind, having some comfort in life, to allow us to get closer to the God. And I tell you where our family is, Sister Adilah and Brother Lamont in Rwanda. Being home, being in Africa, the beauty of it all, the peace of it all, not worrying about if the police, gonna pull you over and attack you. It's gotta be something to experience. And we had that opportunity when we lived in Belize. So if you've never lived abroad, family, it is truly an experience of a lifetime.
It is.
And I mean, I would like to say we all need to have it. Just having some time, even if it's a month, 2 months, just more than a week. Vacation, a 1 week vacation, you're so busy running around, you don't get to really enjoy, right, the life.
This is true.
That living in a more calm environment can bring to you.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to them. They're a little bit behind schedule, but our central time, they like 6 hours.
Yeah, they 6 hours ahead of us.
They're 6 hours ahead of us, so they might have got a little mixed up with time. So prayerfully we can connect with them and bring them on real soon, because I'm excited. I really want to hear about the move to Rwanda. There are several countries in Africa that is offering us dual citizenship.
That's right.
And I think it's something to explore. Even if we just buy some land, so when we do take our vacations, we can go. That's where we can go, and we have a place, and then you can even rent it out as an Airbnb for other people who are traveling.
Right.
Because right, we used to go to Italy and to go to Paris and see the Eiffel Towers, and but it's still cold there.
That's right.
I personally love it warm. That's probably why I'm in Arizona. But I would love to go and visit. And that is definitely on our agenda of things to do, is to take a trip. to Africa. What part we're not sure. Of course, our sister and brother is in Rwanda.
We got people in Kenya,
yes,
Tanzania.
Tanzania.
We got people in Tanzania
in
as
Ghana,
well.
Uganda.
So we got a couple of places that we can consider on that.
Right.
So just give me 1 second, family. You know we gonna play some theme music.
My husband has been doing such an awesome job with this music, fam. We are definitely working to copyright it and make sure that it is available to you. And then if you want to purchase some for your theme music, he has a genre, a very wide genre. That's all right. That's my son, Jami.
That's brother Jami.
Yes, Jami in the house.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. And again, we are honored to be on Melanated People. We appreciate our family over there doing this for us because you know the things that we experience on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of those things. So we really do appreciate that our brother and his staff have went the extra mile to not only say, hey, I'm tired of this, but they went and did something about it. So that's amazing within itself. All praises due to Allah for that. Yes. May Allah continue to bless them. We've been on here for a little while, but we did also see that our brother Rizza has joined in, and a few other brothers that we know they've joined in as well. I don't know what the world is going on with my software today. So it must be that this is gonna be the song today. All right. This is the song today. Now this one's a little bit different. You know, it ain't as up tempo, but I think you all enjoy it, okay? So I'm gonna on now. Come on now. How y'all was feeling that? How did you like that track? Yeah, I know that's a little bit different than what we do, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, we love some Prince around here. That was definitely the motivation and the inspiration for that track right there. That piece is called Crying in the Wilderness. You know what, family? We are waiting on them. So what we're gonna actually do, they do have a Facebook channel. If you're over here on Melanated People, you won't be able to see this. So we are on Facebook on Mind Spark Creations. If you want to see this, we're going to actually show some video of what they already experienced. So just give me a second to pull that up. I don't want you all to be disappointed, of course. You know, I don't know what's happening because I did speak with them the other day, but let me just see.
And the name on their channel?
That's what I'm trying to see what the name.
Residential Tourist? Is it the Residential Tourist?
I know they was on here. Okay, here she goes. Okay.
And just to give you a little bit about my sister that I know, she actually is a chef, and she caters, and I've had her food, and it is absolutely delicious. You know, a lot of times what we don't understand, and I'm a holistic healing jewelry designer, and I know this, that the person that prepares something for you, their energy is included in that, right? So you want to be careful who's feeding you and who's preparing your jewelry for you, or someone who's actually, they come and clean your house and things like that. Their spirit, their energy is really important. Right. And sister spirit and energy is always super high, always very beautiful. She always have the people's best interest at heart, and that's what I really love about Sister Adilah. I don't know much about her husband, but what I can.
He's a photographer.
Okay.
I know that he's a photographer. Kind of what he does for a living.
Okay, excellent.
So we're going to actually share interview that they did with brother DJ Rockwell.
Okay.
And brother actually know them quite well because they were all from the same mosque number 15. Okay, they originally from mosque number 15. So they have relocated to Rwanda. If they come in before the time is up, then of course we're gonna bring them on, okay? But we don't want you to sit here and wait, we'll play a little bit of what it is that they experienced, okay?
All right.
Rock well. I'd like to know, are you really ready for some super dynamite soul? Thank you, because now it's time.
All right, sis. We definitely wanted to, so you can see. No, they were on DJ Rockwell.
Let's go to Africa. I've never been more serious in my life. I mean, we've been in the islands, we've been everywhere. Who said we can't go to Africa?
Africa's far.
So what? I'm saying, just think about us. That's all we have to talk about. That's our dream, to go to our homeland, where our roots are.
Peace. This is DJ Rockwell, the nation's #1 DJ, and you were tuned in to #1 show on Facebook, the the #1 show on YouTube. That's right. You are rocking with the nation's #1 DJ Rock, and you're tuned into the Rockwell Radio Show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're tuned in right now on Facebook or YouTube, hit the like, hit the share button, share the show, hit the like, and above all, subscribe. We are so happy to be with you live from Atlanta this Saturday with another fantastic episode. Man, I tell you, I am so excited. I am so elated. I am just so full because I am so proud. Let me emphasize that I am so proud of my guest tonight. They have taken the huge leap of faith to say bye-bye like Aaron Hall, and they have left America behind. And it's been now 30 plus or more days since Lamont and Adilah have hit their big bon voyage. Matter of fact, if you will recall, they had their big bon voyage right here on the Rockwell Radio Show. And it was a great episode. If you missed it, go back and see it. But tonight, we have the privilege, the pleasure, and the absolute joy of talking to Brother Lamont and Sister Adilah live from Rwanda tonight, right here on the Rockwell Radio Show, to get a follow-up report. What's been going on? What's been the highlights, the lowlights? What's been happening with Lamont and Adilah since they left? Tonight, we get all those answers and more. But for now, we first want you to watch this.
We're going to get right on in, fam.
We are the Mohammeds, the residential tourists, 85 to Africa, Atlanta to Kigali, Rwanda. It's always a pleasure to come before you and share with you our world as we open our world.
It's pretty. I love it. It's more than pretty. Wow.
And now, joining us live from Africa, from Rwanda, not Rwanda, but pronounced properly, Rwanda. Please welcome back to the Rockwell Radio Show, Leaving America Behind, Part 2 guest, Brother Lamont and Sister Adilah Muhammad. Give it to them, y'all. There they go. There they go.
Salam alaikum. Yeah.
There they go, y'all.
That little video made me emotional, man. You guys over here crying, brother.
It made me cry wanting to make it. It tugged on me. Welcome back to the Rockwell Radio Show, family. I miss y'all, man.
We miss y'all, brother. We miss you, brother. We're so honored, man.
Oh, wow. Wow. Man, we got so much to talk about. So many places to go. And again, if you are watching, if you're joining us right now, you're tuned into the Rockwell Radio Show. My guests are Brother Lamont and Sister Adilah Muhammad, the residential tourist broadcasting live once again from Rwanda, Africa, in the building. Come on, man.
Yes.
Hit that share button, hit that like button, because it's about to go down right now. So let's talk about that opening clip for a minute. And y'all know I had to bring Nas and T-Boss back. I had to bring them back. So let's talk about that opening clip for a minute, family. What walks through your mind? What were you feeling at that moment when you pulled up at what you knew was going to be your brand new home in Africa?
See, at that particular moment, really for both of us, getting the reaction from our mothers. That's what we were, because we had gone before them to come and visit, to kind of survey the land, if you will,
right?
To see what, matching up. And when it did, we moved out and we went back home to tell them and make prep. We're just anticipating their reaction and their response. And man, it was all that and then some, man. We were so happy to see both of them, just so overwhelmingly joyous and happy.
Sister Adilah?
Yeah, pretty much the same. I wanted to, because we fell in love with this house when we came the first time.
Absolutely.
Dreamed about the house every day since we left. And I think we kind of left in like 2 months since we went home. I think it was 3 months. It was exactly 90 days. And I daydreamed about the house, in particular our balcony, for every single. So getting the moms here, we were hoping that they felt the same way we did about the house.
Right.
And my mom showed all her teeth. We knew they were happy. Happy every room we went into. It was like, for one, in their mind, the house is a mansion.
Right.
Ran through all the little rooms, screaming and screeching. We had things custom built for them before we even got here. We had that made stuff like bean bags and stuff like that for the girls' room as gifts. So when they ran up in their room, they were excited and screaming. And then for the mom, man, his mom has a view that shows but hills and valleys and plateaus. So beautiful. And then my mom, she's on the bottom level. She has direct access to the garden. So both of them have a piece of heaven. They're so happy. And of course, that makes us happy.
You could see it in their face.
Yeah.
It was a look of absolute joy.
Yes.
And I could not be any more happy for all of you. And in the video that she's referring to, for those who are watching this, it's on their residential tourist YouTube page, and they show you them arriving there for the first time and going room to room and seeing the final product of their home. Very briefly, talk about the preparation and the sister whom you all call Auntie that made the preparations for you. Can you all revisit that real quick?
Auntie is the epitome of the Rwandan people. She is respect of the people here as well. Auntie's about 6 foot tall,
Yeah, that's right.
For and nurturing.
You all bear with us now because they are broadcasting from across the planet. So if we have a slow internet connection, you all bear with us. We're going to get through this interview and try to hear as much word as we can. Okay, sister, I see you're back. Please continue about.
Oh no, that was there.
Yeah, so Auntie, she is our
Can you still see it?
concierge liaison.
No.
He done. We call her Auntie. She's younger than I am, and I still call her Auntie. From anything, because when you're coming into another country and the language is very, very different. You can like matching words. You can't do that.
How about it?
The mannerisms are different. How they deal with each other is different. So American expats as money, and they looking at the wrong people for that. So
all right, ain't us.
yeah. So he comes in and she makes sure negotiations are done right, that we're not getting taken
advantage.
People are pricing things correctly, stuff is getting done. Auntie is pretty much our go-to person. My mom got sick today.
Oh wow.
We call Auntie. She comes, takes her to the doctor. There's only one allowed. It just makes more sense for someone that can communicate it better than I could with them. So she's that person, and even when you don't want her to be there, you don't ask her to be there. She's there. She sees the need, she's falling in, she's jumping right to it. Yep. But she's that. But it's not just for us though. That's who she is. Right.
That's what I would call an angel.
Yeah, exactly. Because before we got here, we met Auntie, and we've hired aunties to make sure the house is done right. She came in, fumigated, cleaned, having sure the house was painted, make sure things that we were ordering was delivered at the house. Like she did all of this stuff, and I don't know if we would have been able to be before we got off the plane, she had a cook here. That food laid.
Are you serious?
I don't have to worry about nothing when you come here. On your first day, I want you and the moms to be able to relax. So they had to.
Wow.
They had them there waiting to greet us. Just everything. She had her housekeepers. Her house team was already picked and already ready to go by the time we got here.
Wow.
Now I want y'all to say, she just said cook, housekeeper, house team. Y'all, I want y'all to catch that.
right. You see, I stopped talking. I was like, wait, I ain't gonna say all of that. You don't know you need these things until
I want y'all to catch that.
Yes, it's very significant in a way that, but I won't go into that because I don't want to, belabor the point. But yes.
Hey, brother, I say it like this, man. If you've been blessed, you got a shout it from the mountaintop that you've been blessed, brother.
That's right. That's right.
We don't know why though. We've been trying to figure out
Don't try to
how we get to enjoy this type of freedom, this type of life. Like I keep finding things. What have I done in my life to be able to enjoy such freedom, such wonderful life?
Oh man!
And it's we just don't even realize it. We don't even realize it, how much easier life could be when we make that eternal be free, for real.
Wow! 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 You are tuned into the Rockwell Radio Show. My guests are Brother Lamont and his wife, Sister Adilah Muhammad. They are broadcasting live with us right now from Rwanda, Africa. We are so glad that you are with us back in the building for Leaving America Behind Part 2. Come on, man. What a story. If you are watching this on Facebook, please go ahead and follow, like, share. If you're with us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe, because the Rockwell Radio Show, not just a local show, not just a national show, because as of right now, this show is international. Let's move on with another question.
I'm going to pause it right here. I'm going to pause it right there just for a minute, family. Just for a second. Give me a second here. Okay. Now, I'm going to pause it just for a moment, okay? Because they said something critical in that.
Yeah.
And that is having the desire to make that freedom, okay? That is critical right there. Having the desire to experience these things. I want to give a shout out to Brother Anthony, Brother Joseph, and our brother said that he has pastors in Burundi, which I believe is part of Rwanda, and also Sister I Am Desire, Sister Sherry. We appreciate you all tuning in with us. Again, I don't know if we had a time mix-up or what happened, but what we decided to do was play a little bit of the video of them conversing about their experience thus far. God willing, if they don't tune in a little bit, we just going to talk about this. How many of you all have the bravery to live your dream? How many of you all have the bravery to live your dream? How many of you all are ready to get out of your comfort zone? How many of you all are ready to get out of your comfort zone, family? And not only get out of your comfort zone, but actually make happen what it is that you desire to make happen. We're gonna talk a little bit. I'm gonna let my wife talk a little bit about when we did something similar when we relocated to Belize. We're gonna come back to the video and hear more from them, but we want to give you all real life experience with something that we've experienced as well when we moved to Central America. We want you to know that they've done it in Rwanda, but we've done it moving into Central America to Belize. So I'll let her talk a little bit about that. And we want to hear from you. How many of you all have lived out of the country? How many of you all desire to live out of the country? Go ahead on and tap in and let us hear from you.
Yes. We were blessed. We were working with Herbalists, the Forgotten Foods, and they had decided they wanted to move to Belize. They've done the research. They saw where you were able to, come in and become a citizen as well in Belize. And so when they made that decision, they asked us to come along. And so we were like, well, I was in the meeting. I'm like, Belize, another country? I was excited. I hadn't thought about it. I love to travel and I love to see new things. I had been outside of the country. I'd been to Jamaica, so I have been outside of the U.S. and saw the beauty of what was going on around the world. And, we're taught in the Nation of Islam that there is 196,940,000 square miles.
Right.
And we have to go and explore that because it's ours. So anyway, what we did, fam, when we decided we were going to move to Belize, we set a path and we started selling everything.
That's right.
We sold furniture. We sold,
cameras, we sold clothes,
computers. We kept our computers.
Yeah, we sold a lot of stuff.
But I'm gonna tell you what I did. I had growing up a lot of gold, right? The necklaces and the earrings. But if y'all remember back in the day, we had fingernails that were 14 karat gold, and I had 3 of them. And that and a bracelet really gave us the monies that we needed to get our airfare there and to secure us a place once we got there. Although the Forgotten Foods had a house that they had already rented out, and it had several levels to it. So it had the downstairs, which was the main house. Then the second floor, a couple of bathrooms, a dance floor, a bar area open, to the elements of outside. And then you go to the third floor, and it was two bedrooms with a thatch roof, which is made out of leaves, basically, which was very, very secure, family. I know it's like leaves, really, but the way that they braid it is like that weaving, and it's very intricate. Rain cannot come in.
Right.
That's how strong it is.
Even hard rain.
Right. Even heavy rains, and Belize have really heavy rains.
That's
I mean,
a fact.
the earth shakes when it rains, right?
When the thunder hit it.
When that thunder, yeah, it is. But being on that second floor, we were truly in the rainforest. And so when you would be on the second floor, there was no windows and nothing to block your view of beauty.
Right.
And it was truly amazing, an amazing experience. We walked a lot in Belize because for whatever reason they wasn't picking up no expats on the bus.
Come on, man.
That bus would just fly right on by us
for a minute.
And it was like that we don't know you, but we didn't have Auntie there, and it would have been nice to have. We did have Regina, which kind of helped us, maneuver. But I mean, having somebody,
nobody like what
no, that's what I was gonna say. Having somebody on the ground, having somebody is on the ground is really important. So now that we've been there, we spent almost a year there. We can say, oh, this person is there. This person can help you out. Did you want to build something? Oh, we know brother so and so.
Right.
So now that we've had that experience, we can tell others about it.
Yeah.
And so right now we know that we are going to leave the country. We're just deciding where. We're going to have that experience again because just think in Chicago how much you spend on rent.
Right.
And how little you get for your money. That money goes so much further. In Belize, we were renting a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah.
2 blocks from the ocean for $185 or $175 US.
That's right.
Okay. And when I say the house was, the cabinets were built in beautiful wood, right? And the living room, there was nice tiling on the floor. The kitchen was a nice size. Didn't have much of a front yard, backyard, but on our front yard, I was able to set up a table and sell my jewelry. And we were like right on the main walkway where if you're coming into Punta Gorda, which is where we lived, you had to pass our house. Right. If you took the ocean view, way you could, but that'll take you a little bit outside. If you come straight through ours, which was pretty much the main road, you would have to pass our house. And they received us well. We didn't have any problems with anybody in Belize.
Right.
There is a very large Black population there.
That's right.
They speak English.
Yeah.
I only met one person who spoke Spanish, and they wasn't even from Belize. They came in asking questions. Is there anybody here who speaks Spanish? Now that's surprising because it's right between Mexico, Guatemala, and Honduras, which are Mexican speaking or Spanish speaking countries. But Belize, because of who conquered it, they made English the main language.
Right. Well, family, again, we really just wanted to give you a real life experience of what we experienced. But of course, we're not just here to talk about us. And yes, Sister Khadijah, it was absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
And we got family on the ground there now. So if you're interested in visiting, if you're interested in relocating, we definitely have family on the ground and Belize that can help you with that process. Okay. And this is the beauty. I just got to say this, and we're going to jump back in and hear the next question.
And then we'll hear from Mr. Jami, who was 14 when he went.
Yeah, we're going to hear. We're going to let Jami go ahead before the question.
Okay.
Then. So we're going to let you all.
Let's see, guys, if we can do this right.
Okay.
Y'all still with us over here?
They can see. Y'all
Okay. All right, cool.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. So as we're talking about Belize, that was a really good experience because we got in the ocean every day. Well, not every day, almost every day. And we would walk long distances to the market and have fresh fish to the point where it was flopping and stuff.
and every day was a fishing day.
And people were literally giving away fruit because it was too much. Like they had too much on the tree. They were like, "We have too many mangoes, avocados here. You can have some." They just drop it on your door, at your door.
This is true.
And we even helped some people there. Like we helped this one guy, one brother. Like we fed him some it was some eggs with some coconut
on the door. Tell them about it.
Coconut oil. Oh man, the coconut oil in Belize. Oh my god, that was so good. If I could go back and if I could find that, I would use that every day because that's actually the healthiest oil for you. So one thing in Belize, in different countries, a lot of them is the food is a lot healthier there for you, and you can feel it. And when you get there, your body actually has to adjust to the fresher air and fresher food. So like you're gonna release a lot of toxins from your body.
That's true.
So that's just a warning when you first get there. So you may feel dizzy and things like that, but that's because it's clean. You're getting cleaned out. Like that was my first experience with. I ain't gonna say 100% clean air, but air clean enough to the point where you can tell the difference.
Yeah. When we came back from the States, we literally tasted the chemicals in the air.
I can hear.
We literally tasted the chemicals in the air. That go to show you the difference and just how fresh the air really was.
Right.
That go to show you we tasted the chemicals when we got into Atlanta.
The pollution.
Yes,
right.
we tasted that. You know, never had I done that. I hadn't tasted that before, but when we came back from Belize with that pristine, clean air, then that was that. All right, son.
Let me ask you one question though. You know, being 14 at that time, what was that experience like compared to living in the States?
It was a lot better. I mean, I could literally walk to my friend's house and not worry about getting shot or worry about cops coming or anything like that. I mean, by Allah's grace and mercy, I haven't had that happen when they came or anything. But you don't have to worry about that down there. If you want to walk to your friend's house, walk to your friend's house. Just be back by dark, and that's it.
And that was definitely something we was not letting happen in Chicago, and we was not letting happen in Atlanta. If he wanted to go, we was taking him. And it was just a beautiful release of stress and anxiety to allow our 14-year-old say, "I'm going over to my friend's house," and it was like, "Okay, see you later," and know that he was going to be walking probably all over the little town in Punta Gorda, but we didn't have that stress and that worry. As a matter of fact, one time my husband was out let me have the mic at 2 a.m. because we want to get back, so we only got a few minutes. We were at some friend's house at Cayenne Baratunde, and for the children was at our house. So he was worried about the children, so he wanted to get back to them. So I'm gonna let you finish that story real quick, and then we'll jump in.
All right. Okay. So anyway, I left at night. Now left at night, walking the street at night, and so as I'm walking down the street, the Belizean police stopped me, and they're saying, yeah, where you on your way to? Where you on your way to? I said, I'm on my way home. So they asked me am I from Belize and everything like that. And I just start going through what we've been taught in the nation. Yes, sir. Being respectful. And they were asking me for my ID and everything like that. And it might sound silly, but growing up in America, I said, I'm putting my hand in my pocket, I'm pulling out my wallet, and they just started laughing like, why is he doing that? We're not going to do nothing to him. I mean, but when you've grown up in a different experience, it's like, oh man, is this going down? So they gave me everything back. They said something about somebody had broken somebody's house or whatever. And I was like, I've been walking down here. I don't know nothing about that. And so they let me go, and I went on and went back with the children. So,
but I think that is so important that, that experience, because in America, you're like, oh my God, it's 2:00 in the morning. I'm out in the middle, like nowhere. You can't see. It's black. There ain't on a bunch of street lights,
right.
In Belize. And so that energy comes up that, do I need to worry? Do I need to, fear for my life?
Right.
As we have to in America. But they're looking like, okay, only thing we're doing is asking you a few questions, and it's not that, kill or be killed mentality when it comes to dealing with the police. And, I know America has a lot that it has to give back to us. It's a lot that's broken. It's a lot that has to be fixed. But I also believe that we in our lifetime need to have peace of mind. Right. So, even if you go and visit, try to get a month where you can go and visit someplace to relieve yourself of so much stress.
I just want to say this, then we're going to jump back in with a question.
Right. We're only going to get one more.
It was an article in the Final Call that talked about that the trauma of slavery literally rearranged our DNA. So when she says you got to get out of the stress, that's real. I mean, think about the trauma was so much that your genetic makeup had to change because of it.
Right.
Think about that. So when we saying that, this is real. This is real. It's something that you should bless yourself with. It's something that you should really think about and consider. Now, we're going to go ahead and jump in and hear the next question.
Let's talk about adjusting and adapting. It's now obviously been 30 plus days since your arrival there in Rwanda. What has probably been the most difficult thing to adapt to?
I'll let my wife go. Me, I'm easy, smooth, with it. I keep it rolling, but
all right.
Let the missus go ahead.
Oh, there you go again. And again, y'all bear with us. Remember, they're broadcasting with us from across the planet. So y'all bear. He's back. You'll go ahead with that, sister.
So, being nation trained is hard. It's hard dealing with people that don't have the same training. Time is the main time, and making your word bond to the time is what a hard time dealing with.
Hard time.
I am.
Hello.
Acting a fool, man. I can't take it. Like the simplest way, I'm trying to go to a meeting, have the driver coming at 8:15, and he don't come till 9.
Oh Lord!
There's no phone calls.
Yeah.
And then when he gets there, he just laughs, and I'm like,
There's no general order number 4.
It's not. It makes me. Or even Auntie, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. I'm be there in 10 minutes. I'm on a motor. Okay. But I just ordered some noodles because I don't feel good at 4:00. It's
11 o'clock at night.
The driver called an hour ago, said he's on his way. It takes 10 minutes to get here. Where's my food, Pete? Where's my food? The lack of time, and then differently.
That would drive me batty.
But see, here's the thing. The balance. I like to say the balance. Not excusing it, but it makes me to think and to realize that time that we have.
Say that last line.
They don't have the same restraints of time that is imposed on us.
Oh.
So because of such, everything is Hakuna Matata. It's cool. Yay, And so I'm sure wife can bear witness, even though they don't make it in the manner of time that we would anticipate.
Right.
Whatever it is, they get it done. And it almost makes you forget the fact that because it all works out. So it's almost like they have this knowing, I don't know, but I found it very interesting. The constraints of time, they don't know about that. So
that's very interesting.
Yes.
That's his understanding.
Wow.
That you are waiting for time.
Fam, it just tickled me as they talked about that because it's exactly the same in Belize. Oh my goodness. You can only get one or two things done as far as business a day because they really don't. It's not like that. It's like, and then don't go nowhere between 12 and 2.
Yeah, siesta time.
It's siesta time. And so between 12 and 2, everything is shutting down. You can only reason you can eat during that time is because some expat got their little grocery store or their little restaurant open. But other than that, the natives, oh no, baby, they taking a break. And it's nothing going to get done. And it drove us crazy in the beginning until we got into the rhythm. But when it comes to meetings, people don't show up on time. They do not show up on time. And, of course, we talk about CP time, right? Here in America. And a lot of times, peace, brother. A lot of times, we move slow and we don't respect time. I don't think that that's good. I know that it is the way of other, cultures as well. But I was taught that early is on time. On time is late. And late is unacceptable.
Right.
And we have to respect each other's time. And that's drove us crazy in Belize as well.
Now think about this. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that he don't even respect a man that don't have a watch.
Yeah.
Because that means that man does not have any concept of time.
That's right.
Okay. So that is just something. If you move into other countries, you're thinking about relocating, just remember and understand that the time constraints are not the same.
Right.
And don't be expecting them to be on time. Literally, when they say fashionably late, believe it.
Yeah.
The only place.
Believe it.
The only places if you go where they have some structure and order like us because they know they're developed would be not the only places. Some of the places would be like I don't know about Ghana, even though I know they. I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know. I know the ones for sure. I know China, Japan, Europe. All of them, the main ones operate on a time frame, and they get at meetings and all of that.
Well, it's the run. It's the rat race in those countries. It's you got to go to work. You got to be there at this time. That and yeah, they are more structured like that. But other countries, like the Belize and Rwanda, it's must be obviously a little bit more laid back.
Walaikum salam, brother Ibrahim Shabazz.
All right, peace.
Ibrahim, assalamu alaikum to you, dear brother. It's our pleasure and our honor to be with you today on Melanated People.
That's
family. So we're gonna get ready. If you all got some questions, again, it must have been a time thing that was going on with our brother and sister.
Or they could have been having some internet
we don't
issues.
know. It could be some internet issues or whatever, but God willing, we will definitely strive to get them back again. We'll try to get them back again sometime within this month so we can have that conversation. But we're here. We got about 20 minutes. You're going to shut it down about 10 o'clock. So again, we will just want you to think about bravery. Many of us right now with everything that's going on, we are considering relocating. We're considering doing these things. But a lot of what's impeding us is not necessarily even money, it's fear, it's doubt. It's I don't know. I don't know what that's like. I've never been there before. I don't know. I've heard this, I've heard that. Well, family, you're not going to know until you actually go ahead and do it. Right. You're not going to know until you go ahead and do it. If you want to feel more comfortable, maybe you can go put your feet on the ground like they did and kind of get an idea of what it's like before you do that. One of the things that I find most attractive about Africa is that a lot of the countries in Africa do have a dual citizenship program, and they are actually inviting us back home. They're inviting us back home, and they're opening the doors so that they can do that. I know that Ghana is one that's like that. Also, brother and sister did let me know that Rwanda does have that as well. Not sure of all over Africa, not sure about that, but that is very attractive because that means if they're offering you dual citizenship, then you get access. Once you get it, you get access to whatever the local people have, the health care, the this, whatever system that they have in place. That means you get access to it too because you become a citizen of that country, okay? Right. And then you can actually have a dual citizenship. And from what brother and sister, brother Lamont and Sister Adilah was showing on their video, that once you got a African passport, you can go all over Africa. You don't have to have a passport for this country, that country, this country. All you need is a passport. I believe they said from Rwanda or Ghana, something in there. Then you can actually go all over Africa with no problem,
including Jamaica.
And you're right, including Jamaica. I mean, so they were talking about that, So this
But I wanted to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
All right, so I called him on the phone and said, research believes. What went through your mind when I presented that to you?
Well, I'm a researcher, so I was like, why? That was the first thing. Why is she telling me this? She didn't really give me any details. She just said research believes. And so I went to work. I went to work finding out what was going on with Belize, the dollar difference. I do a little bit more than some. I didn't just look at, the tourist area and stuff like that. I was actually able to find the FBI website information on Belize, and I was able to find out who the gangs were there, what was the drug situation like, what was going on in the country and things like that. And a lot of these, for our Lakers Salon, Sister Sherry, a lot of these places were the same. A lot of these places were the same. You can actually go and look up the FBI file on that particular country, and then they'll kind of give you the rundown of what's going on. Of course, you got to look at it and take it with a grain of salt. got to take it with a grain of salt, because you know a lot of times there are they have their what you call it? They have their own biases. That's it. They have their own biases and whatnot. And so in that family, you know, you have to remember that. And one of the things is that I love again about being in the Nation of Islam. I actually and relocating to Belize. I was actually talking to a Muslim brother Irwin, before I hit the ground there. And so I was able to talk with him. And a lot of times when we getting ready to travel places, there are believers that may be there that can give you the ins and outs of what's going on, and be like what she said, like what Sister Adilah was talking about with her auntie, with who she called auntie there in Rwanda. Okay, so you know, family, that's definitely a powerful resource. Being in the nation, you have access to people. I speak with a brother now, brother Jose, and brothers from Costa Rica. So I'm just saying, you know, wherever we want to go, it may be believers there. So if they are there, you know, it's a good thing for you to reach out. And, you know, of course, they've been on the ground. You know, they've been on the ground, so they can tell you more what's what, you know.
And, you know, also expats are there, you
Right.
know, so there are Americans everywhere you go on the planet that have left the United States and went to other countries.
Right.
And usually they gather together. One of the things that we did in Belize, we would have a weekly meetup, you know, and then sometimes, you know, everybody bring a little something, you know, some food or whatever, you know, because, you know, food just brings us together. But it gave us an opportunity to get together with one another. You form a bond a lot of times with people that were in the States, because they understand, you know, who you are.
Right.
You know, because being a Black person in America is a whole nother kind of experience. Now, of course, there are Caucasians also, and if that's who you choose to connect with, but we chose to connect with the Black people that were from the United States, and we really did build some really good friendships.
Right.
You know, with the people. At one point when we were getting ready to leave, we had one lady to even offer us an acre of her land.
That's right.
To stay on.
Right.
You know, but unfortunately, because we didn't have dual citizenship there, we weren't able to work there. So financing the journey was very difficult.
Right.
For us to keep that going with the Forgotten Foods, because things were just going in a different direction with them. So we weren't able to afford it. And that's the only reason we came back to the United States.
Yes.
You know,
this is true. This is true.
And things happened after we got back. You know, it was like
Yeah.
after we got back is when, you know, I don't know if it was the stress of it all, but when we got back is when I was diagnosed with kidney failure.
Yeah, this is true.
And so, you know, that was started a whole nother journey. And, you know, so anyway, this is where we are 8 years later. 8 years later, honey. It's been 8 years. But we are still focused on our move to an environment that will be more conducive to a long life.
There you go. So, you know, family, you know, if you're considering relocating to,
we want to see your handsome face.
If you consider relocating to another country, you know, the big thing is do your research. You know, try to reach out to people, you know, on the ground. A lot of people have YouTube pages and stuff that talks about their journey to where they are, you know, and you may be able to contact them. So don't let fear stop you.
Right.
Don't let fear stop you. Well, I don't know this. We had a young lady there. Her name was Catherine. And she said, well, don't go here. They going to chop your head off. Don't go there. They'll chop your hand off. Don't go here. Don't go there. And so my wife asked us, say, we from America. So if you go to America, you just going to blow up. You know,
right.
because she had all of these preconceived things about what it was going to be like and how much trouble we're going to have and whatnot. Remember, as a man thinketh and a woman thinketh in their heart, so are they. So if you go and you're embracing this new environment, you're going to have the friends. So when you do it, you create your vision board. You create the vision of your mind of what you want. You create the vision in your mind. You talk life into your dream.
Right.
You talk life into your dream, but it's not just enough to only dream it, family. You got to start making the motion toward what it is that you want in that relocation, but or anything in life for that matter.
Right.
You know, so that is key. A lot of us have great ideas that we went here and what we would do and so on, and we're allowing fear. We're allowing fear to restrict us from doing what it is that we really want to do. Now, remember, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in teaching us that the original man is us as a people, and he told us that we had ownership of the 196,940,000 square miles of the earth and the universe and all therein. It says, who is the original man? The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. So therefore, if you make it, he said, you own it. So our fathers, as the Quran says, and we adorn the lower heavens with stars. Well, we were a part of that. We were a part of that. Your fathers, your mothers helped to do those things with the permission and the permission of God.
Right.
So I'm just saying to you, family, anything that you want to do, whatever you want to accomplish, you have the ability to do it, but you got to have the faith that you can bring it. And not only have the faith that you can bring it, you got to have a plan, a scheme, a thought of what it is that you want. Okay. And for those of you who have never seen the minister's lecture, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's lecture called The Belief in Allah, we highly recommend that you go and listen to it because he dropped some absolute jewels in there. He dropped some absolute jewels in there. Right. He said this. He said, well, what is it that you want? He said, maybe the reason you don't have nothing is because you don't want nothing. See, and it's not just enough to think about it. You got to plan on it. You have to think about the process. How you going to get there? What are you going to do? What are you going to sacrifice? How are you going to do it?
Right.
This is the way to get to where you're trying to get and to be able to access that which you want.
You know, we spoke with a young lady the other day, and she said, well, I don't really have a passion. I just have a job. You know, and when she said that, it reminded me of a time in my life where I didn't know, you know, I didn't have anything that was going on, you know, in my life either. And I remember how sad that was, you know, your everyday is just routine, you know, and I got stuck there before in my life in my younger years where I went to work, I came home, you know, cook dinner, do the laundry, and you know, that's really not living, family. That is not living. We are, as Kaya used to say to us, is surviving. We need to now learn to thrive. It's time for us to move to the next level. Just living paycheck to paycheck and not being able to make ends meet and being stuck in an apartment or you know a place where you don't want to be. It's time to now move ourselves mentally out of that type of mindset. I'm not saying you have to move to another country in order to accomplish that. You can buy land right here and build your own paradise right? Because land ownership is extremely important, whether you buy it here in Belize and Rwanda, in Ghana, wherever you decide to rotate on the planet. You do that, but you need some land and some space for yourself. Your children need that.
Right.
You don't want your children. We're already locked down with the pandemic. So most people are in the house most of the time. You might be able to go out in the backyard if you have one. In order to really thrive, to really live, we need space.
Yeah.
We need some boundaries to be wider, instead of our little 900-foot apartment. Even, and I say apartment because most of us living in an apartment. It's not a lot of us that have houses. You might be renting a house, but do you own that house? Do you own that land? And then how close is your neighbor?
Right.
I need space.
Right.
I really do need space. I enjoy having, a yard to go in and, be able to plant some food to be able to feed myself. And we have to think beyond what we have been given in America, right? Because the mindset is you go to school, you get a job, you have a family, you retire, and then you die.
That's pretty much what the mindset is.
You
For us, that's what they telling us.
Right.
But yet,
kick your children out at 18.
Come on.
Don't give them an opportunity to save up no money or
Right.
build up confidence in themselves that they can actually make it out here in this world. We kick them out at 18.
Come on.
Bye. Do it, and then you don't give them nothing to start with. So they got to go to McDonald's. That ain't no money.
Come on now.
And then we wonder why our children run to drugs and run to that street life or negative behavior because it's quick money. But we didn't teach them and give them the skills to be able to make legitimate money fast.
Right.
But still legitimate money, be able to sustain their life. No, go get a job, working 9 to 5, bringing home $150 after they finish with taxes. Well, ain't no money.
Come on now.
What's $150 for a whole week?
That's right.
Man, please.
So family, the big message is we do, again, I don't know what happened, but it's all right. We were able to share some of the video of their relocation. And once again, God willing, we'll reach back out to them again. And inshallah, we'll be able to have them on the show at a later time, God willing, this month. But we just wanted to play a little bit of it. We didn't know, of course, that this was going to happen, but this is what happens when you're dealing with life. Things happen. We don't know what happened. We're not going to speculate what happened. None of that. But what we're going to do is this is what you do. If you're dealing with social media and you got a channel, you got to keep moving forward. So if that person doesn't come and they got a video of kind of what you wanted to discuss, maybe you should do that. And that way you're not disappointing people all the way. They did get to see them. They just didn't get an opportunity to ask all the questions that they wanted and then try to have them on at a later date. It's real in the field out here.
Right.
But
they do have a YouTube page.
Yes, it's called the Residential Tourist. Yes.
Where they pretty much keep everybody update, to the best of their ability of their experience and what's going on there. But like my husband said, I'm gonna tune in with them, inshallah, soon. We'll try to touch bases this evening to reschedule to be able to speak with them. They're such beautiful people.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to begin to shut down, but we all know that in about 36 minutes, we're going to be on Love My Kidneys. Y'all going to be loving your kidneys. But we got something special, super special.
Come on now, say it.
For you on Love My Kidneys.
Yes.
And that is my brother, my good brother, Dr. Akili Muhammad. He is not only a naturopathic doctor, he is a physician here in the United States, and he believes in how to eat to live. And we're going to talk about men's health. And he has confirmed and said he is excited and looking forward to speaking with you all. So please, fam, come on over and ask questions about men's health. That's our focus for Love My Kidney show in about 30 minutes. So come on over to Love My Kidneys. It'll also be on Natalie Gwen because I like to stream it. And for our new family over here in Melanated People, we're going to be right here as well, streaming again at 10:30 specific time.
Well, that's Mountain Standard. But
It's the
yeah,
same at
yeah,
this time.
12:30 Central Standard Time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll stick with Central.
Yes. So 12:30. So come on and join us. Come on and join us, and so we can greet our brother. He's only going to be able to be on a short time. So definitely bring your energy, bring your questions right on over to Love My Kidneys so that our brother can answer as many questions as he can.
Yes.
And then, we just give him a warm, warm welcome. So if you know people that's dealing with health challenges, and we all know them, this is the time to give them a call and let them know, look, we need to be on Facebook. We need to be on at Love My Kidneys, Farrakhan, Tucson, because we're going to put it on there as well. We need to be right there so we can ask these questions, because a lot of us are dealing with challenges and we want answers. This good brother, he's a naturopathic doctor, and he's going to have different answers for you than your regular doctor.
That's right.
So definitely come on, let's greet our brother with big numbers. Let somebody know right now. Go ahead and let them know to come on over to Love My Kidneys. Definitely come on over to Love My Kidneys with their questions and their good spirit, okay?
That's right. And remember, the month of June, the entire month of June.
Go ahead.
We are honoring the Black man. We love you, Black men.
That's right.
Your health is of importance to us, because when you are healthy, then your mind is healthy and you're able to move in a direction to help heal the community. And that's what we need. We need healthy Black men, healthy Black women, so that we can move forward to creating the kingdom of God.
That's what's up. So family, once again, as we always say, we love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Be the best, because you are absolutely the best.
Bring that handsome face over
here. And remember to let the
spark
in your mind create a new
reality.
Family, we've enjoyed you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence. And God willing, come on over and be the gift for us on Love My Kidneys in about 30 minutes from now. Yes. So come on over and be with us. And then we got on Queen of Rap at 3. We got the Master Chef, Brother David Muhammad is going to be on with us and tell you all about that wonderful, delicious meal that he made for us during our anniversary and when we went to San Diego, California. You don't want to miss today's Thinking Thursday. All right?
That's right.
All right, family. Isolate.
Isolate. Peace and blessings, everyone.